In the last class, we discussed about types of errors, limitations of dimensional analysis, measurement of mass, measurement of length, measurement of time. After that, we finished about the errors. Errors will be two types, systematic and random errors. Systematic, again, it will be of three types. Those are instrumental errors. In the same way, constant errors and personal errors. Next, after that, random errors we discussed. Let us see some problems to understand about this. Write this problem, all of you. So, this is representing this. Write this problem. An object was weighed by a physical balance. An object was weighed by a physical balance and following readings will be obtained. Following readings will be obtained. 5.04 gram, 5.06 gram, 4.97 gram, 5.00 gram and 4.93 gram. Find one mean value. Next, two mean absolute error. 3 relative error. 4 percentage error. Yes. One problem is like this. One object weight is measured using a physical balance and the readings 5 times that object is measured using that physical balance. 5.04 gram, 5.06 gram, 4.95 times it is measured 5 times, 5 different readings are came. Then find the mean value, find the mean absolute error, find the relative error, find the percentage error. Like this questions will be there. What formulas we have to use to find this? Let us see. So initially first we will find what is mean value. Mean value means what you have to do is you take that 5 readings average, that will be called as the mean value, that is represented by x mean. Okay, some values are given, find mean value, mean absolute error, relative error, percentage error. How to calculate we are discussing. So mean value will be x mean. X mean means what you have to do is add all that 5 divided by 5. So 5.04, 5.06, 4.97, 5.00, 4.93 divided by 5. Then we will get the mean value. So here what we will get is finally this sum value will be equal to 25 by 5. This is equal to 5. So what is the mean value means how much? That will be equal to 5. Clear? How to measure mean value. Next, second one will be mean absolute error how much. So we will find error in each reading. From that we can find mean absolute error is how much. Error in each measurement how much we will calculate. Delta x1 is equal to modulus of x mean minus x1. This is the procedure. Delta x1 is equal to x mean minus x1. X mean how much? 5. X1 how much? 5.04. So this is modulus. This value will be 0.04. Clear? Understanding? Next. Delta x2, x mean minus x2, 5 minus 5.06, 0.06. In the same way, delta x3 is equal to x mean minus x3. This is 5 minus 4.97. So this value 0.03. Actually it is minus 0.04. But modulus is there, that's why it becomes 0.04. It will be 0.06. It will be 0.03. Next, delta x4 is equal to x mean minus x4. So 5 minus 5, this value will be 0. This is also 5 only. Next, delta x5 is equal to x mean minus x5. 5 minus 4.93, this value 0.07. Clear? The average of all of this will be called as mean absolute error. Mean absolute error means you have to calculate the average of all of this. Then how much we will calculate? We will get C. Delta x mean, delta x1, delta x2 plus delta x3 plus delta x4 plus delta x5 by 5. This is the delta x mean value. So how much this value is? 0.04, 0.06, 0.03, 0.07 by 5. So this will be 0.20 by 5. 0.20 by 5, 0.04. Clear? So delta x mean value will be 0.04. Clear? We got mean absolute error. Mean absolute error value will be 0.04. Next, third one, What is relative error? How much relative error is there, we will calculate. Relative error means delta x mean by x mean. This will be called relative error. Clear? So this value, how much we will get? 0.04 by 5. This will be called relative error. So this is 0.008 after calculation. That is relative error. Next, fourth one, percentage error. Delta x mean by x mean into 100 means relative error into 100. That will be called as the percentage error. So 0.008 into 100, this value will be 0.8. That value will be called as the percentage error. Is my points are clear? So they will give some set of values. They will ask to find the mean value is how much. They will ask to find mean absolute error is how much. They will ask relative error is how much. Percentage error is how much. This is the way. The average of all the given values is called mean value. Error in each measurement we will calculate. That will be called absolute error in the first reading. Absolute error in the second reading, delta x2 is equal to modulus of x mean minus x2. Absolute error in the third measurement. Like that we calculated absolute errors in each measurement. Mean absolute error means arithmetic average of all of that will be called mean absolute error. Third one will be relative error. Fourth one will be percentage error. Delta x mean by x mean will be relative error. Delta x mean by x mean into 100, that will be equal to percentage error. Clear? Next. Write one more problem to understand about this. The length of a metal plate was measured using a vernier calipers. The length of a metal plate was measured using a vernier calipers of least count 0.01 centimeter. Okay. The measurements made were 3.11 centimeter, 3.14 centimeter and 3.14 centimeter. And then what you have to calculate? Mean calculate mean absolute error, relative error, percentage error. Length of one metal plate is measured using vernier calipers. Its least count is 0.01 centimeter. Least count means the minimum value measured accurately using that device. That will be called as the least count. The minimum value measured accurately using that device, that will be called as the least count. Here least count is 0.01 centimeter, means up to that value it can measure very accurately. 3 times they measured 3.11 centimeter, 3.14 centimeter and 3.14 centimeter. 3 times we measured that. Calculate mean absolute error, relative error, percentage error. That is the question. So first we will find, to find absolute error in the first measurement, what is the formula? Modulus of x mean minus x1. Absolute error in the second measurement, modulus of x mean minus x2. That's why first we will find x mean value. If we find x mean value only, we can find absolute error value. This is equal to 3.11, 3.14, 3.14 by 3. Okay. So this is how much we will get? 9.39 by 3. Clear? 144 will be 9. 111 will be 3. 333 will be 9. 9.39 by 3. So this is 3.13 centimeter. Okay. That is x mean value. Then absolute error in the first measurement, delta x1 is equal to, you know all of you how to do. Try to do, all of you pause the video and try to do, and then check the answer whether you are going correct or not. Just pause the video, do it, then again you listen whether you can able to understand or not. Check it. Delta x1 is equal to x mean minus x1, 3.13 minus 3.11, 0.02. Delta x2 is equal to x mean minus x2. So 3.13 minus 3.14, so 0.01. Next, delta x3, modulus of x mean minus x3. So this is equal to 3.13 minus 3.14, This is also 0.01. So we calculated absolute errors in the each measurement. Then we can find what is the mean absolute error. Here body is, because of this camera, body is confined. That's why I should drop this. So here, first one, mean absolute error is equal to delta x1, delta x2, delta x3 by 3. Delta x1 plus delta x2 plus delta x3 by 3. Delta x1, how much we got? 0.02, 0.01, 0.01 by 3, 0.04 by 3, this is 0.04 by 3, again 0.013 we will get. That value, that is called as the mean absolute error. Clear? Understanding? Next, 0.04 by 3 means yes. Next, second one, relative error. Relative error is equal to delta x mean by x mean. This is delta x mean value. How much we got? 0.013. So x means 0.013 divided by x mean value, how much we got is 3.13. We have to calculate. In competitive examinations, no need to cancel, no need to calculate. Just if you leave that, that is also enough. Clear? If you leave here, this is okay. If you leave here, that is okay. Clear? If it is multiplied by 100, that value will be equal to percentage error. So percentage error, if it is multiplied, what will happen? 1.3 by 3.13. 1.3 by 3.13, that will be the percentage error. Clear? Like this we have to do the models. Second one, third one, percentage error. This value 0.0 delta x mean. Yes. Next, percentage error means delta x mean by x mean into 100. So 0.013. So this value 1.3 by 3.13. Yes sir, I will calculate means definitely welcome, you calculate. The calculation is too lengthy, just leave there, that is also okay. Clear? This is one model relating to the errors. Problems will be broadly classified into two types. First set will be problems on the dimensional formulas. Second one will be problems on the errors. Errors, this is one model of problems, these are. Next, after finishing this, combination of the errors. So, why error is arising means, in every measurement there will be always some error. If we use, for example, this is a scale. Under microscopic observation, the lines are like this. For example, here 2. Scale is like this. There 3 will be there that side. Okay? Here one object, we are trying to find the length of an object. If the object exactly came here, we can say that length of that object will be 2.1 centimeter. If the object exactly came to here, we can say that is 2.1 centimeter. When the object exactly came to here, we can say its length will be 2.2 centimeter. Clear? Exactly came to here, that is 2.2. Exactly came to here, 2.1. But if came like this object, how much this one we don't know. We can't measure with that device. Okay? So in any measurement, the last digit will be always uncertain. In any measurement, we measured the length of that object is 2.1 centimeter. Definitely this will be 2. This is certain. Last digit will be uncertainty will be there in any measurement. That's why error will occur. Clear? If we measured using vernier calipers, it came as 2.14 centimeter. This 4 will be again uncertain. With much more resolution device we measured, with the screw gauge we measured. It will be 2.145 centimeter. Again that last digit will be uncertain. In any measurement, last digit will be always uncertain. That's why error will arise in any measurement. Okay? Some set of values are given to you. Then how to find mean value, how to find absolute errors, how to find mean absolute error, relative error, percentage error. You learned with 2 examples. Next, in combination of the errors. See. Combination of errors. In addition, what is the error? In subtraction, what is the error? In multiplication, how to calculate the error? In division, how to calculate the error? Just by taking one example, we'll try to clarify for you. So, if one measurement x is equal to one value is there x, this value 2 plus or minus 0.01 centimeter. Y value is 3 plus or minus 0.002 you take. X value, y value. Find x plus y. Find x plus y. how here what to do is x plus y, these values you add as usual. How numbers are adding, like that you do the same addition. 2 plus 3, that value will be equal to 5. Plus or minus. Errors will also be added either in addition or subtraction, remember. Errors will also be added to get maximum possible error. They will ask what is the maximum possible error. Like that they will ask. In that condition you have to add the errors. 0.01 plus 0.02 means this value will be 0.03 centimeter. Clear? So like this you have to do the combination of the errors in addition. Two values are given. Find x plus y. This is related to addition. What you have to do? X plus y is equal to 2 plus 3, that is equal to 5. Add this to 0.03. So that is the error. Here what is the relative error? What is the percentage error? Like that questions will be there. Okay. So what is the maximum possible error? Means this one, 0.03. These two you have to add. Percentage error. .03 by 5 into 100. So this error by this into 100 means what is the formula for this? Delta x plus delta y by x plus y into 100. This is delta x. This is delta y. Clear? So delta x plus delta y by x plus y into 100. Then how much we will get this? 0.03 by 5 into 100. This is 3 by 5. So that value will be equal to 0.6%. Like this you had to calculate. Is it understanding? They will give two values. They will ask to calculate maximum possible error, means add that two errors. And find a plus b, x plus y, like that means add this, add the errors and write. Percentage error means this by this into 100. Okay? Next. X value is equal to 3 plus or minus 0.02 centimeter. Y is equal to 1 plus or minus 0.01 centimeter. Find x minus y. Assume it as capital X, capital Y. Capital X is equal to x plus or minus delta x. X plus or minus delta x. Y plus or minus delta y. Like this. Okay. Then find x minus y. Then what to do? X minus y is equal to 3 minus 1, 2. But errors you have to add, remember, don't subtract. 0.02 minus 0.01, so it will be 0.01 like that. Don't try it. You have to add this 0.03 centimeter. That is the answer. My point is clear. So, in addition or in subtraction, you add the errors. In addition or in subtraction, just you add the errors, then you will get the correct value. What is the maximum possible error in this measurement? 0.03. What is the percentage error? 0.03 by 2 into 100. Maximum possible error is equal to 0.03. That's it. Calculate percentage error. 0.03 by 2 into 100. This will be 3 by 2. This will be 1.5%. Like this, in this way, we have to calculate percentage error or relative error, means no need to take 100. Next, maximum possible error, like that we have to follow the same procedure in addition or in subtraction. Next, multiplication, what to? Is my points are clearing to you? So 2 plus or minus 0.05 A value, B value 1 plus or minus 0.1. Find A plus B, A minus B. A plus B will be how much? 3 plus or minus 0.15 centimeter. 3 plus or minus 0.15. A minus B, 3 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 0.15 centimeter. Percentage error means 0.15 by 3 into 100, 0.15 by 1 into 100, that will be the percentage errors. Clear? This is the way to do the problems. Next, after finishing of this, we will go to multiplication and division. What procedure we have to follow for multiplication and for division. Okay. Let x is equal to x plus or minus delta x. Y is equal to y plus or minus delta y. You find z which is equal to xy. This is how much. Like that question will be there. Clear? Z is equal to xy. This value will be how much. Here what to do is z is equal to xy. So log z, I am taking log on both sides. Log z is equal to log x, log of xy. Log AB means log A plus log B, logarithmic formula. From that we can write it as log z is equal to log x plus log y. Clear understanding? Then if you differentiate this value will be delta z by z. this value delta x by x, this value delta y by y. This z you bring to that side, then delta z is equal to delta x by x plus delta y by y into z. This method we had to follow to find delta z value. Delta z is equal to delta x by x plus delta y by y into z. Then finally z value will be how much? Z is equal to z plus delta z. This is the value. Like this we had. We will take one example. It will easily understand to you. Okay, if you do like this, how to calculate like that, you may be little bit confusion will be there. If you take with some values, definitely it will be understands to you. What to do, see. Here, x is equal to 5 plus or minus 0.1 centimeter, some value. Y is equal to 10 plus or minus 0.2 centimeter. Find z value. Z is equal to xy. Z we can easily measure. Z is equal to xy. 5 into 10, this is equal to 50. Simply we can do that. Finding the errors will be little bit undigested part. How to do that? Delta z is equal to delta z by z is equal to delta x by x plus delta y by y we told. So delta z by z value how much means 50. Delta x how much? 0.1 by 5. 0.1 by 5. Delta y how much? 0.2 by 10. Bring this 50 to this side. So 50 into 0.1 by 5. 50 into 0.2 by 10. So 5 tens will cancel. 10 into 0.1 means 1. This value will be 1. So delta z this value is equal to 2. Clear understanding? 50 into 0.1 by 5. 5 tens, 10 into 0.1 means 1. 50 into 0.2 by 10 means finally this is 2. So what is the z value here? 50 plus or minus 2. That is the z value. If we define z is equal to x into y. This is the method we had to follow here. Sometimes they will ask here, they will give in terms of percentages. Percentages means 2 by 50 into 100. 2 by 50 into 100, this will be 4%. If you write this one in this format also, there is no wrong in this. 50 plus or minus 4% centimeter square. Clear? My points are clear to you? So find the, how to find the error in the multiplication means this is the procedure. You find delta z and you can write in this format 50 plus 2 centimeter square. You can write in this format. This is also correct. In some problems they will represent like this. They will represent like this. Take one more example for better understanding. 10, 20. Find Z value. Pause the video and do now. Find Z value. Z is equal to xy. With error, you have to write. Just pause the video and then do. How much you will get? So here what will happen? Z is equal to xy. This value will be 200. 10 into 20, that will be 200. No doubt in this. Then delta Z is equal to delta x by x, delta y by y into z. Delta x by x value will be how much? 0.1 by 10. Z value just now we calculated 200. Delta y by y 0.2 by 20 into 200. So this value will be 2. This value will also be 2. This is equal to 4. So what is the Z value, final Z value? 200 plus or minus 4 centimeter square. That is the value. In terms of percentage error, if they asked 4 by 200, 4 by 200 into 100, this value will be equal to so what we can write here, 200 plus or minus 2%. This will be the answer, correct answer. This will also be the correct answer. Like that, in multiplication errors we had to calculate. Next, division. After this, significant figures will be there, rounding off will be there. Maximum it will take one lecture to finish the theory part. Clear? What we are doing now, try to understand. We are doing the integrated program here. Integrated program means along with the board we are finishing the NEET syllabus also. When we are teaching for the NEET, automatically all the topics in the board will also complete. No need to again divide board and NEET separately like this. Everywhere same will be there. NEET syllabus will be little bit extension one will be there. When you learn NEET syllabus, automatically board syllabus will complete. So by tomorrow, this synopsis part will complete. After finishing of that, board booklet will be there for you. And NEET booklet will be there for you. After finishing of this synopsis, we'll do the problems in the board booklet. Maximum it will in one day, this problems part will complete. Next we will come to the NEET booklet and we will do the problems in that. Is my points are clear? In that way we will do. Here we are doing integrated program. When we are discussing the NEET, automatically board syllabus will also complete. We'll do the board booklet problems after this completion of synopsis. Next we will do the NEET booklet problems. In this way, for each and every lesson, this is the system will follow here. Next. Now division. For this, if you use x, y, z like that, it will be little bit not understanding. If you use problems, one or two problems if we do on that, definitely this is the way, like that you can understand about it. So in the division, x is equal to x plus r minus delta x. Y is equal to y plus r minus delta y. Z is equal to x by y. How to calculate z value? See, z is equal to x by y. Take logarithm on both sides. This will be log of x by y. Then log z is equal to log x minus log y. So here we had to do log x minus log y. Okay, log a by b is log a minus log b. Then on differentiating this one, delta z by z is equal to delta x by x this value, and this value will be delta y by y. But maximum possible error they will mention in the question. That's why here also you had to take positive, remember. Therefore, maximum possible error delta z is equal to delta x by x delta y by y into delta z, remember, plus came here. Though here minus is came, you have to take positive here to find the delta z, that is the key point here. Okay? Either in multiplication, either in division. Same rule, same, this is z, not delta z. Same method we had to follow here. Clear understanding. Addition or subtraction, what we are doing? We are adding the errors in addition or subtraction. Here also what we are doing for calculating the maximum possible error, same formula we will use here to discuss this. Now with one example, take one problem on this to understand about it. So here then x is equal to five plus or minus 0.1 centimeter is equal to 10 plus or minus 0.2 centimeter. X, y values are given. They defined z is equal to x by y. Find z value, that is the part. Z is equal to how much? X by y means 5 by 10. This value will be 0.5. Clear? Next. Delta z is equal to delta x by x plus delta y by y into z. So here how much we will get? 0.1. 0.1 by 5 into z value 0.5. Here how much we will get? 0.2 by 10 into 0.5. Clear? So how much value this is? 0.01. That is also how much we will get? See, this value will be again 10 into 10 power minus 2 means 0.1, so 0.01 this is. This will be 0.02. Okay. So then Z is equal to how much means 0.5 plus or minus 0.02. That is the value of Z. Delta Z we got here na. Z we got Z plus or minus delta Z. That is the total value. So in multiplication or division you have to follow this method to find error. In addition or subtraction you have to add the errors. We'll do some more problems in the exercise. Then you will get confidently you can do the problems on these models. Okay. Still one lecture will be there to finish the synopsis. Next we will do board problems. Next we will do NEET problems. Like that we will go.